All right, so hi, welcome everybody. Thanks for taking some time out of your day to join this Zoom meeting. Let me make sure I'm recording. I am. Okay, so just letting you know we are recording this um, so that anyone who has not been able to make it can come and see it later. So before we get started, if you don't mind putting in the chat box your name and if you have a designated marketing person or not at your organization. Hey, Jennifer, welcome. I just let you in. Before you came in, I let everybody know, asked them to put in the chat your name and your organization, and if you have a designated marketing person or not. Awesome. And also, we'll if you have any questions throughout, just go ahead and put them in the chat box, and then we'll get to any questions at the end as well, just to streamline everything and get you guys out of here quickly. So yeah, my name is Abigail Taylor. I'm the marketing and communications director at Burke County United Way, in case you don't know who I am, but I think I know most of you. And with us as well is Jennifer Bingham Hampton, who is our resource development director, and she joined us back in around this time last year. So she's kind of finally getting the hang of what 1BurkeGives and all the other things that we do. So thank you for doing that. All right. So for the sixth, I'm having to also admit people. Okay. So for the sixth year in a row, just letting you all know in case you didn't know, this is of course the sixth year that we're doing 1BurkeGives. And every year we have gone to the Burke County municipalities and Burke County government uh, commissioner meetings and town meetings and ask them for a proclamation every single year for Burke County Nonprofit Day. So Giving Tuesday is officially a Burke County holiday. So we make sure that we go to each of those municipalities so that we're staying in the minds and hearts of our residents and also our local government as well. So I think that's just an important thing to share, just so that you know, in case you don't. Um, Also, just a little bit about what Burke County United Way is doing to promote 1BurkeGives Giving Day. We are doing print media, newspaper ads, press releases, Facebook and Instagram ads, which will start going out in the next couple of weeks. Email blasts, of course, the county and town proclamations, and then a couple of events and things going on during the actual day, just to keep the excitement going and keep people aware of what's going on, that they can donate that day. So, important dates. Of course, I am on 1BurkeGives. We're going to go fast to the nonprofit toolkit, which you have access to, whether or not you've signed up or registered already. which by the way, we do have 26 nonprofits already registered as of this morning, so yay, which is awesome. So when you're logged into GiveGab, you have access to do this on the back end on your dashboard, but you can also just go to the One Burke Gives main page and go up to the menu and go to Nonprofit Toolkit. And there's a bunch of stuff in here. One thing I do want to point out is that we've got a graphics and downloads area. Those things have not been updated yet. So as soon as they are, I will send an email to everyone who is participating and let you know that those are available. But today I will be sending 2 pre-made posts for social media in case you want to use those and like a suggested date of when to post those, just so you already have a couple of things that you could use if you want to use those things. Let me go back. Okay. So in the nonprofit toolkit, first thing I just want to talk about real fast is the key dates. Registration ends if you haven't registered already, but most of you have, I believe, November 7th. And then at that point, the website will change. There'll no longer be the registration button, and then it will basically just be like a countdown till the day. So anyone who wanders upon the web page until Giving Day, it'll just say, come back on Giving Day. But they can peruse all the nonprofits that are joining. We suggest trying to complete your profile by the 14th of November. That's just a suggestion because people will be going to the website. You just want your stuff to be updated as soon as possible so that people can get accurate information. Burke County United Way has not updated our stuff, so we are on trying to be on that timeline as well. And then, of course, Giving Day, midnight to midnight, is December 2nd. And then donations will actually officially close on December 7th. So marketing wise, we're trying to stick to the Giving Day is the 24-hour day. So that's what we're telling people. But as soon as Giving Day is over, the following next few days up until through that next Sunday, it'll still be accepting donations. So United Way, we're going to be sending out emails to people being like, if you haven't donated yet, now it's after hours. So you have like multiple days to still give, because we want to get as many donations for people as we can. So just so that you're aware of that. Let's see. Okay. Most of you, I think, have registered, but real quickly, I just want to make sure everyone knows and is comfortable with going, whether you have registered in the past or not. Always go through just 1BurkeGives. You can log in on your own and figure things out, but it streamlines it and makes it a little bit easier if you go just to register here, start typing in your nonprofit name, and hopefully if you have done it before, it'll pop up. If it hasn't, it will ask you to add your organization. The only thing I can't show you on the screen is once you do say participate or add your organization, it will ask you one question, and that question is basically making sure that you agree to the term that you understand that like how much you put into the process is kind of going to lead to how much you get out of it. So we're going to provide as much social media and marketing stuff, email stuff, as many tools as we can to have available, and you can do your own things, of course. But we have seen throughout the years that the more organizations directly share the information out to their supporters, the more donations they get. And that's just, how it goes. We just wanted to make sure that everybody is aware in case you're not seeing a lot of donations, that has typically been the issue in the past that, there hasn't been a whole lot of sharing of the information leading up to it. So just want to make sure everybody feels comfortable with that. And if you have any questions about that, please let me know. Let's see. Okay. So once you are in, and I'm going to find actually a nonprofit that I'm going to pick on Habitat for Humanity. Um, it just looks like, so they haven't joined us in a few years and now they're back, which is awesome. And it looks like donation status is incomplete. So you will know if your donation status is incomplete because it'll have this big message at the top, and that just makes sure that you are donatable, that you can receive donations. And if that's the case, then what happens is they're going to help you, lead you through making sure you get your bank account information squared away so that you can receive donations and that you have the proper 501(c)(3) documentation for that. So if you have any questions, I would always say, first and foremost, go to that little chat bubble at the bottom right corner of your screen. It either looks like a little chat box or sometimes, I let this person or it'll look like a little question mark. They're very responsive, but if you still have issues with getting your question answered, you can always reach out to me at that point as well. I'm not an IT person, but I will help you. So we will figure it out. But yeah, so make sure that that is all completed and then you should be good to go. You also have an option, if you haven't already gotten in there yet, to copy an old profile. So it would show you kind of under here in this area, like, do you want to copy another profile that you've already done in the past? And you can do that. Do not click reset profile, the little red button, unless you want to start over. And just with adding all of the things to your profile. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know if we can get stuff back. Okay. Okay. So here's the back end for County United Way's profile. Make sure that all these buttons are checked, and that's what I mean by finish your profile. So this one is gray or blue or whatever. That means I haven't finished it yet. But I know that I still need to go in and make sure all these things are updated, and make sure you always click save. This little save button is like, sometimes I just don't see it. So there's always a little save button at the bottom. If your stuff goes away, it's probably because you accidentally didn't click that button. It looks like we need to update some of our information here. But you can set a goal, and I would recommend, just if you don't know what kind of goal that you want your nonprofit to, right, I would say just pick an arbitrary number. I think that donors really like to see that they're helping you reach some sort of goal. So we typically have done kind of a lofty 25K. Sometimes we've reached it, sometimes we have not. So, but that is kind of the number that we have chosen. So definitely set a goal. You can also go in and update and change your goal if you decide you want to raise the stakes and tell your donors, like, we've raised our goal because you already helped us hit a goal. So that's kind of up to you what you want to do with that. You can add donation levels, which is important just to kind of show that gives donors like quick options. I want to give $20. I want to give $100 because I know it provides this thing. You can also add your own thank you message and your own donation disclaimer. So if you already have like a 501(c)(3) donation disclaimer on a letter that you send out. You can just copy and paste it there. You can add YouTube links, things like that. Always click save. And then here we have fundraisers. So the other big thing that I would recommend is, and I think this is a good way for, like, for instance, board member or volunteer buy-in. What I do, the board meeting before 1BurkeGives, I send every single one of my board members an invite to become a fundraiser, and it's their own peer-to-peer fundraising profile. It will send them a link. They can edit their little profile, and they can email that link out to all of their contacts. So that just helps you just spread your reach for getting the word out about 1BurkeGives. So if you want to, you can add like one fundraiser at a time. Of course, like get their opt-in, or if it's your board, if you decide you want every single person on the board to do it, or just a handful of people that you have picked who are a big supporter, you can ask them and it'll send them an email. And I did it for myself yesterday. So we do it as a board. We make it like a friendly competition. So whatever board member raises the most funds during giving day on behalf of Burke County United Way, they get like a prize or something like that. And finally, another donation tool that's really helpful is if you have a big donor who is maybe already planning on giving a big gift this year and you want to utilize that to do a match challenge for people on your profile, that would be something that would be potentially really helpful just to like get more donations during the day. We have one big donor that usually comes in around this time, and we ask them if we can use their donation as a match challenge. So you can add a match here, put in their name, their information. There's a lot of information and there's like an article I can share and all that stuff about like the difference between matches and challenges. It's a lot of information. Personally, I just like, also because I'm not a math person and I'm the one that's in charge of setting this up, I really like the idea of the one-to-one match. So we already know how much this couple is going to be giving us. I put their info in here, and if, say it's $1,000 match, whenever donors come, they can see like, oh, there's a match gift. They can donate toward it. And on the back end, you will see that as soon as someone gives $10, it's sort of awarding you $10 more. And it's a way to, tell your donors like you can double your gift by being a part of this match. So there's a lot of opportunities a lot of tools to be able to raise funds on the platform. Okay. Where are we? All right, matches. Okay. So real quick again, on the nonprofit toolkit, they have their own training sessions if you want to sit in on a webinar to learn more ways you can utilize the fundraising platform. They've got it here, our key dates that we just looked at, information on how to utilize the fundraisers, a communication guide, and communication guide specifically for building board support. And then of course we'll be putting graphics and downloads in there soon. I think by next Friday they should be up there. And then some sample email and social media content. So they have a bunch of things that have already been pre-made that you can copy and paste and post on your social media accounts if you want to. And of course, you can edit those things however you would like to fit you. And then once Giving Day is over, you'll still have access to all this stuff because you'll still have a profile in perpetuity. It just won't be accepting donations anymore. But you can learn about, this is just some helpful email templates, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel with thanking your donors and things like that. Right. Okay, so day of, I already, okay, so day of course, it's going to open midnight that morning, on the 2nd. What I can't show you here yet is that, right about here, we will have a big leaderboard and donors will be able to see where their favorite nonprofits are in the leaderboard and how that's changing throughout the day. They will also be able to, which is another important thing that you can make sure you communicate to your donors. They can help you win prizes. So this prizes page, these are just cash prizes from Burke County United Way that are like, it's like an extra boost of funds from us. So depending on what time of day donors go to the website and give, they can strategically try to help you win the extra $500 by giving giving in the middle of the night. So that's just way to be like strategic about like, okay, I'm gonna try to get all my donors or a lot of donors to win me the $500 cash prize and do all of their donating between 9 a.m. and noon. If you don't win the cash prize, it does make it gamified and, competitive, but you're also getting your donors excited about helping you win, which I think is still going to result in donations. And throughout the day, we will make live Facebook posts to announce, which nonprofit won which prize to kind of keep people engaged throughout the day on social media. So there's that. Let's see what else. Cash prizes. Yes, and then also once donors are ready to give on the day, the cool thing is they can use the donation section as a shopping cart. So they can actually prepare to give as many donations to as many nonprofits all at one time. I think it's like up to 10 actually. So they can do it all in one fell swoop, which makes it just very convenient. Also, when they they're starting to choose what nonprofits they want to give to, there'll be like a little donate button here in the middle. Well, it's where it says register here. When they click on that, they'll be able to browse who all is involved. And they can also choose I only want to give to causes that deal with the environment. So make sure on the back end when you're editing your profile that you have put what causes you cover. Especially if you have multiple causes so that you can fall into these different filters if someone specifically really wants to do education or what have you. Okay. All right. So, as far as social media goes, I kind of showed you where you can download things, and I'll be sending you stuff as well. But as always, you can, for one, make sure you're following Burke County United Way's Facebook and Instagram pages if you aren't already. That way you can see when we post 1BurkeGives stuff, and definitely like and share and stuff like that to increase engagement. But definitely take those posts and make them your own and repost them on your own page instead of just resharing. Um, that just helps increase engagement on your actual pages, social media pages and stuff like that. And also you can edit your captions and things and make it yours. And then I would just, as sort of a best practice, also say, make sure you're taking a little bit of time, maybe block out time Monday, the day before, and or Tuesday during that day to send out some emails, make some posts, and remind donors this is the day. That's just going to help keep it in front of their, you know, in their mind. And I think it'll be worthwhile to remind your donors and supporters that today's the day, today's the day. Um, yeah, there's that. Okay, did I miss anything, Jennifer? Can you think of anything that I might have missed? I know it's a lot of stuff. So of course, if you have any questions for me after the fact, please email me and let me know. And the reason I ask for everybody's like where you are in, if you have someone who does social media or not. In the past few years, we've kind of experimented like with how we can help participants use market for this in a streamlined way. Some of those have not gone well. Some of those have gone better. Like we tried to like utilize in CSSM students. That was a little bit of a mess, I think, but we really wanted to try to engage these students and everything. So, but what we're trying to focus in more now is basically utilizing me and my skills to directly help any of our local nonprofits who are struggling to get some social media content out. So I want to directly help you. So please let me know specifically for marketing questions. And then when it comes to like using the website, IT stuff, things you don't quite understand about where stuff is on the website, use that blue chat button. And even so, if you are not satisfied, please reach out to me. And we want to make sure that everybody has a very successful giving day. Yeah, so let me make sure, are there any questions at all? Is there access to last year's page? Okay, cool. So Jan, did that make sense and everything? Did that answer your question? Cool. Yeah, all right. Does anyone have any questions for me? If not, keep a lookout for emails from me. Um, I will send you things as I can to remind you that, hey, I'm posting this on this day. If you want to also post this on this day, it will help us sort of get the algorithm on our side, the more of us that are posting sort of the same types of things on certain days. So I'll do reminders of stuff like that in case you want to participate and things like that. So please reach out if you have anything else for me, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you guys so
Thanks,
much for coming.
Abby.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.